Hi, thank you for joining us this week. We hope you had a lovely year-end break and welcome to 2020. Let's begin with our top stories. Thousands left kingdom ahead of online gambling ban. Woman sentenced to life in prison over dismember friend. CNRP members apply to form new party. Public institutions display thanks to peace banners. Tourism cruises mooted between China, Cambodia. The ban on online and arcade gambling operation led to the departure of thousands before it came into effect earlier this week, said the General Department of Immigration. The ban that took effect January 1st stemmed from a directive announced by Prime Minister Hun Sen in August. The department spokesman General Kai Wan-thon on Tuesday reported about 447,000 Chinese nationals left the kingdom, including those with long-term visa. General Wan-thon said there were two factors involved. He said, quote, there were 447,676 Chinese nationals who left. It was because of the low tourist season and the online gambling ban in the kingdom. General Wan-thon said most left Phnom Penh and Sihanoukville. However, he said Cambodia also received about 323,000 new Chinese workers with long-term visa during the same period. Mr. Hun Sen in August said the ban was to stem crimes surrounding online gambling such as kidnapping and extortion. The Interior Ministry Anti-Commercial Gambling Department reported there were 91 licensed casinos in the kingdom. Ruapirun, Deputy Director General of Finance Ministry Financial Industry Department, on Monday said his ministry predicts a 12.5% drop in tax revenue. However, Mr. Pirun is confident the kingdom will reap other benefits. He said, we seriously weigh the negative and positive impacts of this ban. We will lose revenue from it, but we will earn other benefits such as reduction of crime. On the other hand, about 7,700 casino employees have been laid off. It happened after dozens of casinos in Sihanoukville shut down. The Chinese Chamber of Commerce held a meeting Tuesday to discuss the layoff workers. It said it would urge Chinese business to consider hiring them at special economic zones in Sihanouk. We will have more for you on that. In the meantime, a story of a woman accused of killing her friend and dumping the body in a river closed another chapter after she was sentenced to life in prison earlier this week. Phnom Penh Municipal Court Judge Duch Sok Saran said Sun Support, a 35-year-old food vendor from the capital, was guilty of premeditated murder. He said Support killed her friend Kim Yaning, 40, on June 3rd at Support's home. Judge Sok Saran said the two argued over money Support owed during dinner. He said she strangled the victim to death in the bathroom before dismembering the body and disposing it in river. Judge Sok Saran said, quote, the court has decided to convict and sentence her to life in prison. The court orders her to pay 120 million rials to Pan Piron, the eldest brother of the victim, as the plaintiff in this case. 8 former CNRP members yesterday applied to form a new party at the Interior Ministry. They said if approved, the party will compete against the ruling CPP in elections. The CNRP was dissolved 3 years ago after Kem Sokha was charged for allegedly colluding with the US to overthrow the government. The events resulted in 118 members banned from politics for 5 years. However, some had their bans lifted by King Norodom Sihamoni after they requested clemency from Prime Minister Hun Sen. Khoi Sinun, a former member not banned from politics, said the new party would be named Cambodian National Love Party if confirmed. Mr. Sinun said the party would unite Democrats and push for democracy, similarly to the CNRP. គឺគណៈបកខ្មែរស្រឡាញ់ជាតិមានគោលបំណងដើម្បី1បន្តគោលដៅស្មារតីសង្គ្រោះជាតិ2បង្កើតវប្បធម៌នយោបាយថ្មី3បង្រួបបង្រួមអ្នកស្នេហាជាតិនិងអ្នកប្រជាធិបតេយ្យ4ផ្សះផ្សាជាតិខ្មែរតែមួយតស៊ូមតិតាមគោលការណ៍លទ្ធិប្រជាធិបតេយ្យ Public institutions throughout the kingdom are displaying banners with the slogan "Thanks to Peace" as part of initiative by Prime Minister Hun Sen. Mr. Hun Sen took to Facebook and conveyed gratitude to people for supporting his new political message. He said, quote, Thank you to my countrymen for supporting my political message, which I find to be immutably priceless for today and tomorrow. Everyone needs peace except terrorists who want to destroy it. Preven Provincial Governor Chia Somiti said he instructed all public institutions in the province to hang the banners. Thailand Provincial Governor Panchanthol said peace enables people to live in harmony. Let's move to business. The kingdom is looking to receive more foreign tourists and the tourism ministry has an idea. Hun Dani, Secretary of State with the Tourism Ministry, on Facebook this week said Cambodia is asking Chinese investors to consider putting their resources behind cruises to boost travel between the two countries. He said the link would be between Sihanouk Province and Hainan Islands, where cruise ship carrying tourists could dock for a short visit by passengers. The cruise service was one of several tourism development ideas proposed by Cambodia. The post read, "This year has been labeled the Year of Tourism by the Cambodian government." Top Sophet, the ministry spokesman, said a cruise tourism service between China and Cambodia would be a good investment project that will promote the tourism sector. Mr. Sophet said, quote, "Cruise tourism is one of a number of tourism products that can boost the growth in foreign tourists visiting Cambodia. The proposed project is a strategy to have a maritime connection in addition to one by air." This is all for this edition of the Weekly News Roundup. Did you like what you see? Support us by pressing the like button and sharing this with friends. As always, we will have more for you next week. Until then, thank you for joining us. On behalf of the production team, have a good weekend.